Alright, welcome back to Triple Bob's Bicycle Blog, and I'm doing a series on LightMeUp safety lights. And like I say, there's a lot of different LED lights that might be similar, and you can do just about anything you want with it. Now this bike, I actually have two custom installations. And what I want to talk about now is, these are basic light bulbs. Being LEDs though, you do have to have the polarity right, but this actually has three full sets of strings of lights running off one battery pack. So I actually took, and at the end of the wire, I spliced all three sets. And you're going to see I've got a red, white, and a blue. I try to space them out equally. So that's actually three full sets of lights running off one battery pack. Now the brightness is still the same. What you will find though is the battery life will be a little reduced. Not a big deal. Now something else I did on this one too that I don't normally do is I actually have the lights all the way down at the rim. So I didn't have to wrap them around each spoke. I've got tie straps that hold them down, but because they're crisscrossed, because they're fully crisscrossed, they stay in place, and the tie straps hold in place. Now, as you can see, really bright. They have patriotic lights like this, but the light spacing is about 4 inches per light. This way, it's about 1.25 inches per light. So it makes for a really bright light. Now, this bike actually have two custom installations, so I'll show you that one in a minute. So let's go ahead and spin it. Now, once I say very right now, when I got this bike, this is an old 50s Schwinn. I wasn't going to put these on there, but I'm thinking the red, white, and blue really fits in. So these are multiple strings of lights. Now I had to do, of course, some soldering, and those are very small wires, so it does take a little bit of soldering to pull off this custom kind of deal. Not impossible by any means, but like I say, you got to pay attention to the polarity. And it's real simple. You just take the two wires, try them one way or the other, make sure they light up. I did have a little issue on my other installation where the earlier lights weren't compatible for some reason, but it wasn't an issue. These are the tube lights, and I took the wires out of the tubes and set it up like this. So this custom installation, incredibly bright. Wasn't hard to do. Going to use the battery a little quicker because it's feeding a lot more LED lights, but as you can see, it's as bright as can be. Okay, so that's custom installation. Multiple strings of lights running off one battery. Not hard to do. So let's move on to the next one.